everyone, and welcome to another sketchbook tour. Now, this sketchbook tour is a bit special, I guess, because I broke this one. I mean, like, right? Like, I was a little rough on my sketchbook here, and so it kind of split and snapped, and so I didn't actually finish all the pages because it was so loose, but I wanted to show you what I did do in here. So this is kind of like an interim sketchbook, not even a full one, but it is still worth noting because it's all about my Ninja Empire stuff. So a lot of Ninja Empire design work has been going into here. So anyway, so I would design stickers, and then or I would do these profile shots, and then people would decide which ones they really wanted developed in my Patreon, and they chose this one for some reason. And so I was like, oh, he must be just a regular schmegular like ninja. There's nothing really special about him. So, just different ideas, arms, legs. What could I use? What would be different? Making different types of weapons, right? Looking at taking reference and then figuring out what else could I do with them. Do I make them really big? Is like just take this and make it really big? Or, I'm a big fan of these like kind of curved blades, which are fun. I would do things like try and I had this chibi-ish style that I was doing until I realized that it's not going to work as well as I thought. This character I really want to super develop. He's trapped two demons inside. He's got two balls. See right here. So he's got these two floating orbs, right? And because he has these two demons in there, they grant him a certain amount of power, but he can then release them, and they do the fighting for him, right? So he's kind of like an exorcist. And so he, instead of banishing and destroying these demons, they pleaded for their lives. And so he trapped them and uses them and stuff like that. I thought he'd be a really cool character to have to really push the magic idea, right? So more magic-y stuff within the Ninja Empire. This character turned into a woman. The design first was for a man, but we've turned her into a woman, and she has ice powers and very strong ice powers, to the point to where she destroyed her entire village trying to save it, and so now she's paying penance for that and protecting all the myths and secrets that were in her village. But this is how it started, right? A lot of grayscale stuff. Like I really started liking using just pen, scribble pen, and then throwing in some quick grays just to allow for depth to happen, right? Weapons, again, trying to figure out what kind of weapon would work best for this kind of character. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. As you can see, right? Like just ripped out all over. So like I said, I had this kind of deformed style, just a big head. Like the proportions would be normal, but then just a bigger head. And it was fun for a while, but I think that, I'm just like, let me go back to what I know. I had no idea what I was going to do with this character. But as you can see, I made stickers. And if you're into stickers, and you're into very unique, one of a kind stickers that happen, head on over to my Patreon, and you too can be part of the Ninja Empire sticker collection. I'm really looking forward into working on this character a little bit further. This is my sumo luchador. So my sumo luchador ninja. So I'm very excited to try and work on that character. This one, right, like I said, is just making a lot of stickers and then making characters out of them, and I have no idea. Like sometimes, you're just like, I've got no clue. Coming back to the snow and ice ninja before he actually got turned into a woman. More work on that sumo ninja. right? I'm really interested in doing that. I got to look up some tattoos. Not that good at creating those. And then, so I got markers. I got some prototype markers from Olo, and they were all green. And I was like, oh, okay, let me see what I can do with these. And so I started creating the Jade Army, which some myth probably that's gonna happen, right? But the idea that they're all ghosts is that they don't have any line art, right? So we would see them like in the book, in the comic, like this, anytime you saw them, because they were ghosts, right? This one I did put a little bit of line art on, but then as we moved forward, I took it back off, right? But the idea of like everything just being in this color, just jade, I thought would be really fun. And then, like I said, like this one, it's just the marker, right? So I thought that would be a pretty cool look. And I did keep going. Like this would be the full-on character for that, and I think that they're just gonna have to get into development because I really like this look for them. So, and then the idea that everything is just in the 5 shades of green that I got to test out from Olo. It's a pretty cool design technique. Then I was talking to my Twitch chat, and we were talking about characters and then tattoos and stuff like that. So I needed to develop another ninja, and I wanted the ninja to be a tattoo artist. And so yeah, so this is her. I still don't have a name. Names are not something I'm really good at. But I wanted to make sure that I kind of created this woman who is like one of the top tattoo artists, but is also like one of the stealthiest ninjas that exists, right? And so this weapon is attached to her rope that she uses decoratively on her arms, but it's attached and it's a modified inking, like tattoos pen or needle. And so I thought that would be pretty cool, like to have like a representation of what she does professionally in her other profession. And so I was just developing this character. Like I'm really looking forward to getting back to her. But the thing is that she has the ability to turn into ink, right? And so she can flow around in ink and stuff like that. And the thing is that she's a really super talented ninja, and she does a lot of espionage and stuff like that. And she only goes into this form as mostly like a form of escape, because she's made out of liquid, right? So it's just ink. So she can form things and hit you with it, right? And form the ink to be into a solid space and hit you with it and hurt really hard. But if you try to grab her, she would it would just be liquid. So that wouldn't really work. But in order to make sure that she wasn't like the best period and unstoppable and stuff like that, every time she goes into this form, she's actually killing herself. Right, so she's actually, it's kind of like a type of poison. So the more she uses it, the weaker and sicker that she gets, and then eventually she will kill herself if she keeps using it. But I thought that would be a pretty interesting thing, that she could become liquid as a tattoo artist when needed. I'm just trying to draw some stuff, and then there's the end of my book, because it's split open. So like I said, not a lot for this one, but I wanted to show you what I did before my book exploded. And so like I said, this is going to be a half sketchbook, 0.5 sketchbook, I guess. But I wanted to go ahead and show you before I start a new one. And so I hope that you enjoyed this 0.5 sketchbook, pre-explosion, spine destruction sketchbook and development for the Ninja Empire. And I hope that you will join me again at the next sketchbook tour, because there will be a full sketchbook at that point. Well, thank you guys so very much for tuning in, and I will see you at the next one. See you later.